Few places on Earth are as suited to the study of weather as Oklahoma. A new radar system being developed in Norman is set to radically change forecasters' ability to see inside severe storms.
Severe weather is serious business in Oklahoma, and major advances are being made in Norman's Storm Center that will add several minutes of warning time to people in the path of severe storms. Last year, the National Weather Service completed work updating 150 radar sites across the country to dual polarization. It's the most significant enhancement since Doppler technology of the 1970s. The next major step forward is called phased array radar. It's being tested and developed by the University of Oklahoma and the National Severe Storms Laboratory in Norman. After years of development and over $1 million, the cylindrical polarimetric phased radar is set to begin.
So as you can see, the prototype is ready. We're working on some modifications to the software that operates this radar, which is very complex, by the way. And we hope to be ready for probably the latter part of this storm season. We've seen things in storms with a couple of our other earlier prototypes of phased arrays, just phenomena that no one has ever seen because they're looking at the storm every few minutes. Convective rolls, other type of dynamical features in the storm that have never been seen before because there was no way to observe them. So now we're providing updates every few seconds rather than every few minutes. And so many things we just haven't even looked at yet. The main thing is a better understanding of the physics of tornadoes and severe storms. Because most radars that spin around on a dish like this, they look at the lowest part of the storm and then they scan around, then they move up and they slowly get up to the top of the storm. This radar can see the entire picture of the storm instantly. There is no motion of the antenna. So it's like taking a digital camera and flashing the storm, the entire storm, and then looking at each one of the pixels in software. But the biggest advantage will be in severe weather because we can get rapid updates.
We're used to looking at radar images every minute, every two, or we get a whole new set of radar images maybe every 5 minutes. With phased array, you're going to be looking at new pictures every 30 seconds or so, and that's going to require a change in the way we do things, I think.
Let's say you went out and looked at a storm, let's say it's a tornado, and you take a look at it, and then you close your eyes for 5 minutes, and then you take another look at the tornado. You normally wouldn't do that, right? That wouldn't be very smart because you want to see what's happening to the tornado.
It will be a step in the right direction, a big step in the right direction of providing people more heads up, fewer false alarms.
I think it will definitely translate into greater warning time. When you start to get looks at the atmosphere now every 10 seconds, 30 seconds, etc., and not have to wait that 6 minutes that we have to wait now, you're immediately adding at least 5 minutes at that point. And if we can have better understanding, it might even improve that even farther.
Palmer says he expects building a new nationwide radar system to be a 3 to 4 year project.
Give us about a year to understand this technology very well, refine the design. Then we're going to spend, well, we've actually spent the last 6 months going through a design study of a full-scale cylindrical polarimetric phased array radar. This one has a 2-meter aperture. The one we designed has a 6-meter aperture or size diameter. And it is much, much bigger, will be essentially full-scale prototype for a nationwide deployment. So we've done that design work. Of course, it's much more expensive, so we're trying to find out funding sources and so forth for that radar.
Additional ideas formulating inside the Norman Weather Center hold the promise to revolutionize how we perceive and predict the weather and hopefully help prevent the loss of life in the future.